Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Permata Dewi, and today I would like to deliver a speech as part of my final exam for the Advanced Speaking course. The theme of my speech is the impact of social media on teenagers, self-identity and mental health. And the title I choose is A Double-Edged Sword about social media and teenagers. Today, I want to talk about something that has become an inspirable part of our daily lives, which is social media. It entertains us, connects us, and keeps us informed, but behind the likes, comments, and filters, there is something much deeper, especially for teenagers. The impact of social media doesn't only affect how we see ourselves, but also our overall mental health. We are living in the digital era where a social media is no longer just a tool, it has become a lifestyle. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter act like a virtual mirrors where teenagers try to shape and reshape their identities. But here is the question: does social media truly help them discover their true selves, or is it actually making them feel even more lost? Let's start from the positive side, which is the first side of this work. Social media can be empowering. It gives teenagers a space to express themselves creatively through art, music, passions, or personal stories. Many teens feel more confident in the digital world than in the real life. They can connect with the people who share their interests, learn about mental health, support each other, and even take part in a social movement. So, the positive side of social media is a freedom of expression and a strong connections. All of these are very helpful in the process of forming a positive self-identity. But let's look at the other side, the negative side or darker content that is often hidden. Research shows that teenagers who spend too much time on social media have a higher risk of experiencing anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. Why? Because social media often display unrealistic standards of life. For example, perfect bodies, perfect lives, perfect relationships. Teenagers constantly compare themselves to these fake images, and when they feel like they don't measure up, they start thinking they are not good enough. Another issue is online validations. Many teens measure their self-worth by the number of likes or followers they get. When that number is low, their confidence drops drastically. They begin to ask themselves, I am not pretty enough, or I am boring, or does anyone even care about me? We should also not forget about cyberbullying. Unlike a real life bullying that can end when we go home, cyberbullying can follow us everywhere. It can it can come through hateful comments, private message, or even being socially ignored online. For many teens, this become a silent burden that is painful and harmful. So all these downsides cause serious impacts on a teenager's mental health, such as anxiety disorders, depressions, loss of confidence, and self-identity issues. So, what can we do? What efforts can we make to deal with the negative effects of social media on teenagers? First, teenagers must increase their digital awareness. We must understand that what we see online is often edited, filtered, and carefully selected. It is not a real life. Second, we need to build a safe space for discussions. Parents, teachers, and peers should create an open and a supportive environment where teenagers can speak honestly without fear of being judged. Finally, we must all learn to balance our screen time and focus more on a real life relationship and personal growth. To close this speech, I want to say social media is like a double edged sword. It can empower, but it can also hurt, depending on how we use it. Here, I invite all of you, not only teenagers, but also parents, educators, and society at large, to reflect on our role in today's digital world. So, let's use social media wisely. Use it to express, not to impress. Use it to connect, not to compare. And most importantly, never sacrifice your true self or mental health just for online validations. That concludes my speech. Thank you very much for your kind attention and listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.